Today's topic.
Is your blood boiling? Yes, I'm almost so angry I can't talk, actually.
But are you just moaning all the time?
Well,
So you haven't got an answer for it. That's great.
I haven't got an answer about being entitled and overweight.
You don't?
Well, no, I think being entitled is blaming your lack of relationship success on an entire nation of women.
I was very successful in England, very, very successful. But I noticed that every time I saw a beautiful woman and went to talk to her, where are you from? Oh, Sweden. Oh, Russia.
There's
oh,
no
the
beautiful
Ukraine.
women in the UK.
No, there are,
I
for
think
sure.
that's
A lot of
racist.
them are foreign in London, and it's just comparatively, there are way more in Russia. So, you walk down Oxford Street, you see a few beautiful women, many of them are foreign. You walk down the equivalent street in Moscow, it's like, my God, they're everywhere.
Do you think there were any other reasons why you weren't particularly succtelling with British women when you were
I was
looking
very
for
successful,
dates?
like I said.
But you've just said that most of the women that you were attracted to were foreign. So, telling women that you're potentially going to date that they're entitled, overweight and moan all the time...
I wasn't telling them that at the time, obviously.
May not be the most successful chat-up line.
It's not one I would recommend, but
No.
it was. This is like a process of my experience. I was in the UK until 2009. Then I travelled a lot. I've been to 60 countries. I went to Brazil. They're very nice. I went to Scandinavia. Denmark's got very beautiful women. But when I went to Russia, I found the whole package: the looks, the character, everything.
Your mother's English, right?
Yes, she is.
So does she also qualify as unattractive, stupid, entitled and the rest of it, or is she an exception?
No, but she lives out there with me and she agrees. She
Your
says
mother
the women-
agrees that all English women are awful, even though
No,
she's an
she
English
agrees
woman.
that they're better out there.
Right.
She says they're lovely, honest people, kind, and there's beautiful women everywhere.
I think you're just peddling like a really dangerous, like stereotypical view of beauty that is just so damaging for women and men.
I couldn't really take much more of that. I'll post the full video at the end of this. One, it's no surprise that she's actually upset, considering she is actually overweight. And two, I find this funny. If you pay attention very closely, a lot of times women will conflate issues, meaning they will make their issue somehow our issue, when in fact that issue doesn't affect us at all and it's just really convenient for them. This does not affect men whatsoever. You can kind of hear her say it right here.
Just so damaging for women and men.
How is this damaging to men? Men are getting what they want. Men want traditional women. If Western women don't want to be traditional, that's fine. That's their choice. But don't get mad when eligible men go to other countries to find actually traditional women. The sad truth is a lot of Western women have let themselves go. A lot of them are very entitled. A lot of them want a traditional man, but don't want to be a traditional woman. So why should we date them? Why not just travel to South America or Eastern Europe and find a woman who is actually grateful for you, who actually respects a man and actually takes care of herself? Doesn't seem really like a loss to me. And this is what most feminists try to do. They try to conflate their issues with our issues in order to justify it. And it's very convenient. Like I said earlier, most Western women want a traditional man, but they don't want to be a traditional woman, which is fine. Because generally in the West, women don't really care about being a good wife, but they care about finding a good husband. So my advice to men is buy foreign. There really isn't a downside. You will have a wife that respects you. Your kids will grow up more cultured. They'll probably grow up bilingual. And overall, your happiness will be way higher. Why put up with the attitude of a Western woman who doesn't want to do any of the traditional duties of a wife? I really can't find a good reason. A lot of these Western progressive women keep using the rhetoric, I don't need no man. That's fine. Go be an incel. Go be Miss Strong Independent. But on the same hand, just like this woman is, don't be angry when men decide to leave the country to go find actual suitable wives. Why are you upset? It's not damaging to men, it's damaging to women. But the fact is, women have made these choices, so women should be accountable for these choices that they're making. And hopefully, their pride and independence will keep them warm at night. Now, before I go too hard on women in the West, that is not entirely true. I'm trying to be better. My business partner wants me to be better. Now, before I go too hard on Western women, there are some good traditional women in the West. They are very few and far between, but they are very rare jewels and diamonds. And I say this, there are some women who want to be traditional still. And by traditional, I don't mean like barefoot and pregnant, but they do want to support their husband and maybe not put their career first. But in closing, I would still recommend men to widen your horizons. You will be surprised by how much more value you will find in dating women from more traditional or conservative countries. It will just feel right. I've had the pleasure of being able to date women from both South American and Eastern Europe. And if you're looking for a place to start, I would tell you Colombia, Brazil, Romania, Budapest, the Czech Republic are all great places to start. I find that the women here are more grounded and down to earth and less delusional. Now, if you're just into getting pegged and you want to find yourself a modern woman, you can just go to any major city in the West and you'll have a great time. Remember to subscribe and like the channel for more content. Y'all have a good weekend.
Complain to Victoria's Secret. You know, if you like those kind of women, then that's what you'll find in Russia. If you don't like that kind of women, then of course I meet guys that have all kinds of different tastes, right? I meet guys that have tastes that don't coincide with mine at all, and that's fine. But for guys that, like that stereotypical beautiful woman, that's where you will find it.
Profiling people by where they come from. Do you?
I have concern about that. I have a concern about the fact that you think all British women are overweight.
Not all, obviously.
I mean, actually more British, statistically, if we're talking about the obesity problem in the UK, which is a slightly different debate, but actually more British men are overweight.
Well, Richard, we have 3 English women here. Brazil, are they all fat, entitled, stupid? I mean...
I don't know them.
What's your view of the women?
You don't know them, but
well, Richard,
just
cast your expert eye over the women at this desk, for example.
I think that would be rude. I'd like to.
Let's hear you be brutally honest.
Well, I don't want to be baited into
you're full of this. You've got 3 women.
I've got respect for the women.
You've got no respect for English women. That's the whole point.
I'm generalising.
You have 0 respect for English women. You are a repulsive individual.
I've got respect for many British women.
And when you're actually confronted by smart, intelligent, beautiful women, you can't deal with them, can you?
Of course I can. I'm dealing with everyone.
Go on, then say what you want to say to their faces.
I want to tell you that the women are more beautiful in Russia. Right. Shock, and they're very nice. They're great, honest, intelligent women.
So they don't tell you that you're an idiot for thinking those things. Is that what you call nice?
Who's they?
What, Russian women
do you speak Russian?
Tell you.
Yeah.
You do, fluent Russian?
Ish.
So they can't really understand a word you're saying, can they? Did your wife even know what you were saying when you seduced her?
She speaks perfect English and I speak very good Russian.
Right. Do you?
Yeah.
Well, go on then.
Я говорю по-русски, моя жена стоит там.
What's that? My name is Dick and I want to marry you. Is that it?
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
Who are the men that you're helping who currently, these hugely attractive men who are highly intelligent and want to have successful, committed relationships? How come these incredible men are not finding women here in the UK?
I'm a dating coach. I've been doing it for 11 years. I've got successful companies, turned over $50 million. We've got 1 million website visitors a month. These guys are listening to me. They want my advice, and a lot of them are very unsatisfied. And the guys that have come and visited me in Eastern Europe, in Russia, are like, wow, this is like a breath of fresh air. As I said, many men are going to be really happy with English women. That's great.
Can I just say...
For the men that are unsatisfied, they can listen to me, they can take my advice, and they might end up very, very happy. That's my job.
I think, like... You're suggesting that there's a cheat's way to being confident and right with yourself, and that cheat's way is to just move abroad. And in order to be available in a relationship, you just have to do the hard work to feel right with yourself and be able to show love to people and receive love. There's not a cheat's way. You don't just move to another country. And
if you're healthy, vegan, yoga,
what, Richard?
Then probably you're going to find more people like that in LA. People are different all over the world.
I think you are right to seek your future in Russia, because I think the chances of you ever having sex in this country again are 0.